Are you looking for the best drones? In this video we will look at some of the 6 best drones on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. DJI Air 3S. Despite sitting slap bang in the middle of DJI's drone lineup, wedged between the premium Mavic and ultralight Mini ranges, the DJI Air 3S, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, is anything but average. With a smaller and more lightweight build than its Mavic cousins, the Air 3S offers fantastic portability. Crucially, though, it still manages to deliver heavyweight battery life, up to 45 minutes of flight on a full charge, and camera performance. The gimbal-mounted dual-camera setup features a wide-angle camera with a 50MP 1-inch sensor and a medium telephoto camera with a 48MP 1/1.3-inch sensor. Both can shoot 10-bit 4K video at 60 frames per second, FPS, or 120 frames per second for slow-motion playback, with the larger wide-angle sensor also offering an impressive 14 stops of dynamic range and highly impressive low-light capabilities. It's reassuringly simple and safe to fly, too, with a full suite of omnidirectional obstacle sensors helping to prevent collisions and forward-facing LiDAR to prevent aerial mishaps, even when flying in the dark. The only note of caution I would sound when it comes to the Air 3S is that its weight, 724 grams, puts it into an aircraft category that requires more paperwork and flight restrictions than an ultralight drone like the DJI Mini 4 Pro. At number 2. DJI Avata 2. By beaming an ultra-low latency live feed from its camera directly into a pair of goggles, a first-person view (FPV) drone puts you right in the cockpit of a small and agile aircraft able to squeak through the smallest of gaps and pull off breathtaking moves like flips, barrel rolls, loops, and vertical plunges. These aren't drones you buy to get pristine photos of wide-open vistas so much as to experience and document an adrenaline-inducing rollercoaster ride through a tight, obstacle-populated environment. As such, piloting an FPV drone is a completely different, entirely more challenging kettle of fish than piloting a standard camera drone. Not only do you lose the anti-crash guardrails used by many drones, but you're flying at greater speed, with less time to react. The DJI Avata 2, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, brings the skill requirements down to a more beginner-friendly level, all while capturing video at 4K/60 FPS or 2.7K per 120 frames per second. While it doesn't have automatic obstacle avoidance, the Avata 2's motion-sensitive controller and ability to quickly brake and hover in midair make it a lot more forgiving than the full manual twin-stick controls used by most FPV drones. The Avata 2's goggles are also fantastic, pairing with the drone and delivering a crystal-clear image through its pair of micro OLED screens. They're even comfortable for those with poor eyesight, like myself, thanks to eyepieces that can be adjusted for interpupillary distance and a diopter for correcting vision. I'd liken flying the Avata 2 to riding a bike with the training wheels on, because there are certain moves you can't pull off with the motion controller, such as steep dives, where the motor's cut out completely and the drone drops like a stone. If you want to perform these riskier stunts, the gamepad-style DJI Remote Controller 3 is available as an optional add-on. At number 3. HoverAir X1 ProMax. Need something to make your vacation Instagram posts stand out from the ground-based crowd? The HoverAir X1 ProMax, 7/10, Wired recommends, might be just the ticket. This pocket-sized drone with automated flight is perfect for capturing quick aerial selfies or dutifully following along as you walk, cycle, or skate through a picturesque landscape, producing video up to 8K resolution and photos up to 48MP that can be shared to social media right away. Despite the camera's minuscule size, image quality holds up. The 8K is mostly a gimmick, especially from a sensor this small, but the 4K footage looks cleaner and punchier than that of market leader DJI's Neo drone, which is admittedly quite a bit cheaper. It's a pity, though, that HoverAir doesn't allow the camera to rotate 90 degrees to shoot native 9:16 portrait content. Given its focus on creating social media-ready footage, that would have been a valuable addition. Designed first and foremost for short automated flights, the X1 ProMax can still be controlled via optional joystick and beacon accessories, which allow it to be flown for longer and further away if, for example, you wanted to capture a photo or video showcasing a wider landscape or a large building. I found it a responsive and zippy flyer, but the 16-minute battery limits its capabilities. At number 4. DJI Air 3. While it's been dethroned by its successor, the DJI Air 3S, the Air 3, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, is still our champion when it comes to aerial staying power. Its official battery life figure of 46 minutes beats the newer model, and surpasses almost every other camera drone out there aside from the new, more expensive, and difficult to obtain in the US, Mavic 4 Pro. The Air 3 is also a powerful, capable, and user-friendly drone, thanks to its high-quality dual-camera setup, including wide-angle and medium telephoto lenses, intuitive controls, omnidirectional obstacle avoidance sensors, and compact, lightweight build. At number 5. DJI Mini 4 Pro. It might be an incremental upgrade over our previous favorite ultralight drone, the Mini 3 Pro, but the Mini 4 Pro, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, cements DJI's position as undisputed champion of the sub-250-gram flyers that can fit on your palm. It employs the same 1/1.3-inch 48MP sensor as its predecessor but gives its image processing software a notable bump. It matches the Mini 3 Pro's 4K per 60 frames per second performance, but can capture slow-motion 4K at 100 frames per second and record in 10-bit D-Log-M for greater post-production color grading freedom. Both its photos and video look fine straight from the camera, and the night mode vastly improves the low-light video quality. It's not just the camera performance that's been boosted. The obstacle avoidance system also points sensors in every direction to prevent the drone from careening into trees, walls, power poles, and other potential hazards. Add that to the generous 34 minutes of battery life, plus DJI's always simple flight controls and software, and you've got a refreshingly chilled-out flight experience, making the Mini 4 Pro ideal for beginners and experienced pilots alike. At number 6. Propel Star Wars X-Wing Starfighter. Propel's X-Wing fighter drone is great for Star Wars fans. There are actually a few drones in this line, the X-Wing, and the TIE X1, $130. The best part is that all of them have a battle mode, so you can fly against friends and try to shoot them down. Get hit 3 times with the IR beam and your drone will auto-land. Unfortunately, these have a learning curve when it comes to flying. A little tap of the control stick goes a long way, and mine had a habit of flying off at an angle immediately on takeoff. Holding a position is also a lost cause, but once you master the sensitive controls, these are fun to fly and fight. The prices of these fluctuate a lot, particularly on Amazon where the price swings around by $100 or more. Don't pay more than $60 for the X-Wing.